today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he's thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
From the 29, Tannehill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan. After the interception, here's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Touchdown! It's complete. Marcus Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A first down carry for Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2nd down at 4. A give to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry running right. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run on first down. Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put it down under back to 1.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Broken tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
And 40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They run with Hines. And a nice spin into some open field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman, but you know in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Good, strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of, because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the 1st half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, Ryan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
It was a little bit of a surprise when DeForest Buckner was traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Indianapolis Colts prior to the 2020 season, but it sure paid off for Indy. Named All-Pro for the first time with 9.5 sacks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fighting his way through contact. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's got this down to the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing again, Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hines. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Taylor is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley Cox from 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, Taylor with it, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Ryan. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ryan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. this. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line. They're able to push this across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on the hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ryan. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
To throw again is Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a dump off here complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Tannehill. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, a check down here for Henry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Again, a run with Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Indy set to go on offense once more. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.